Hi, everybody. Welcome to Selena Yoga Jams. I'm Selena. Sorry for the delayed start. I'm having little error messages about my video resolution, so we're just going to see how it goes. And, if it doesn't work out today, then we have Friday, and I'll definitely be troubleshooting in the meantime. So if the video quality isn't great, I apologize. I'm still learning how to do all of this, and hopefully it'll get better, and hopefully it's good enough that we can have a class today. And at any time, if it isn't, as I said, I'm still still a beginner, so I'm still having my technical difficulties. So if ever at any time the class doesn't work out, the audio's bad, the video's bad, whatever, I suggest you just go and choose one of the many recorded classes that I have. So that's that for that. So in the chat, we have Paul. Hi, thank you so much for joining the chat. Sorry, I didn't type reply because I've been trying to take care of the video and I really hope it works well. So asking to do inversions, maybe we can do a half shoulder stand. I don't usually do inversions because I really prefer to teach in a way that's accessible to everybody. But we can do a half shoulder stand, and I'll give options for anyone who doesn't want to do a half shoulder stand. And the other half lotus, we can work on half lotus and maybe a Baddha Konasana. Okay, so let's get started. And of course, the chat is there. So if there's anything else you want to say, anybody, I try to jump in and read it when I see a message pop up. And if it's regarding the board video, I'm not too sure what I can do about it. It looks okay now. It doesn't look like it's lagging. So there we go. And my apologies for starting late. I know we're 7 minutes behind. So bleh. Okay, let's go. So I have a lot to shake out. Let's shake, sigh, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Okay, plant the feet wherever they comfortably land. Let's roll the shoulders. Inhale forward and up. Exhale back and down. Go with your breath. You can exhale through the nose or the mouth. Change direction. Inhale back and up. Exhale forward and down. And come back to rolling back a few times. And thank you guys so much for your patience waiting for me to get this class started. I really, really appreciate it. Um, Maybe I'll see if I can end, 8, 10 minutes later. But of course, if you have to go, respect your schedules. And at any time, if you have to get going and I'm not wrapping up yet, please do take the time to give yourself a short relaxation, at least 5 minutes if you can. Okay, let's swing. Okay, we'll make our loose fists, the front hand somewhere top chest near the shoulder, back hand, kidney area, maybe above, maybe on. Not hard, just a gentle tap. And breathe through it however you like. Okay, come back to center. Let's bring the feet together, go into our side bends. So today I'll guide it inhaling to the side, exhaling center. But if you want to breathe the other way, that's perfectly fine. So we roll the shoulders back and down. So I'll guide it the way I'm doing it. Let's inhale to the side. And remember, follow your breath much more than me. When you're ready to exhale, come to center. And just go at your own pace. We'll do each side a few times. One more time each side. Next time we come to center, let's pause. If we can let ourselves relax, maybe imagine a silver cord pulling up through the crown of the head. Let's do a full body stretch. So we'll turn the palms out. Feel how that opens the chest. Inhale up, interlace. Might lose my hands, but so we keep inhaling, push the palms up, and if it's possible, come up on the toes. So nice long inhalation, as long as comfortable. When you're ready to start exhaling, arms come down. When they come about halfway, heels. And that's it. So we'll go at our own pace. I'll just guide it one more time. We turn the palms out, inhale up. Interlace, flip the palms, keep inhaling, press up, come up onto the toes. And when you're ready to exhale, we start exhaling. When we come about halfway, heels come down as we finish our exhale. So do a few more at your own pace. Last one. Okay, we can give ourselves a little shake. Oh, thank you for the comment that the video is great. That's a huge relief. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay, so let's get into our sun salutations. If you have blocks, have them nearby. If you don't have blocks, don't worry about it. Okay, so place yourself where there's enough room to step back. We'll take a couple breaths in Tadasana, so roll the shoulders back and down. Feel the feet on the earth. Imagine the upward pull through the crown. Take a couple breaths. If you have enough room to open your arms out to the side, turn the palms out first. Inhale, open up. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Hands to earth. Step one foot back. Other foot back. Hang out in a plank. Take a breath or two. When you're ready, knees, chest, chin. So knees down, head and tail up. Inhale. Exhale, shift forward, dip. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's if you prefer. 5 breaths. You can always add movement. Whatever feels good. Okay, let's get ready to step 1 foot forward. So either from all fours or down dog, we can extend a leg. Inhale. Exhale the foot towards the hands. We'll start warrior 1. Back foot comes down. Inhale. So hips are in a nice line. Do whatever you want with the arms. We try to stack rib cage over the pelvis. And we'll just hang out about 5 breaths. Inviting the breath deep into the body. Finding something to relax. Okay, we'll play with balance. So we'll shift the weight into the front leg. Use the arms however it helps with balance. Let's see if we can bring the back knee forward and up. And then once we get here, let's do some circles. Change direction. Of course, you can hold on to the wall or a chair, whatever. Okay, if we want a little extra, maybe we can catch the foot. Invite the knees close to one another. The other arm just helps us with balance and a few more breaths. Okay, shake it out. And the other side. So come into a nice Tadasana. When you're ready, open up to the sides or forward if you don't have the space. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. Take a couple breaths. If you feel like, oh, and remember you can always do half plank, with the knees down. If you feel like doing a little something extra, let's try this. One knee down, other knee down, one knee up, other knee up. Now switch which knee is going down and up first. Okay, bring it all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's. About 5 breaths. Okay, let's get ready to invite the other leg forward. So from all fours or down dog, inhale, extend. Exhale towards the hands. And you can always help yourself pull the foot forward. Back foot comes down for warrior 1, and we come up. So whatever you want to do with the arms, hips are pointing forward. That's the most important thing. And let's invite the breath to be long and deep. Okay, when you're ready, use the arms however it helps. Let's bring the back leg forward. I'll just turn to face you, and we'll do our circles. Change direction. Maybe we can catch the foot. Bring the knees close together. Look for the upward pull. Whatever the other arm helps you with balance, do that. And let's breathe. Okay, let's shake it out. Get ready for another sun salutation. If ever you need a drink of water or anything, just go ahead. Okay, let's inhale, open up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Step it back to plank. If you feel like something extra in the plank, we could maybe lift one foot and switch sides. Okay, let's bring it down. Knees, chest, chin. We'll stay on the belly so we can do some cobra up down so we can flatten the feet. Tuck the elbows in. Inhale as we come up. Exhale down. Go with your breath. And don't worry about how high it is for today. Just move within a comfortable range of motion. Okay, once you're happy with that, take it to child's pose or down dog. About 5 breaths. Okay, we'll get ready to step a leg forward. So however you like to do it, inhale, extend. Exhale towards the hands, help yourself out. Turn the back foot down for warrior 2. And come on out. So the first couple breaths, just kind of shift around, get comfortable. And then we can keep shifting whatever, however we want. The front knee, let's do some circles. And remember, all the movements, they could be big, they could be small. Change direction. They could even be mental. They could be a visualization. If ever you physically can't do something for today, you can just imagine yourself doing it. Okay, so let's land into our warrior two. So we aim the knee over the ankle. Maybe the arms come out, whatever's comfy for today. Let's start with 5 breaths. We can turn the head same direction as the bent knee. Let's start a triangle prep. So I always forget how to breathe through, so let's just start doing it and then I'll remember. I think we inhale, straighten, and reach. Yeah, there we go. Exhale, bend, come back into the warrior two. So we inhale, straighten the leg, reach towards the front foot, triangle prep. Exhale, bend back to warrior two. So just go at your own pace. And again, if arms are tired, they don't have to be here at all. Okay, a couple more and then we'll land it. Just get ready to land it. So the next time we reach, maybe a little more. Can't reach anymore, drop the hands. Wherever lands is fine. Top arm either up or on the hip. Position the head wherever it feels good for today. And as usual, we'll hang out in the triangle a little longer. We'll aim for 10 breaths. So make sure you're comfortable. You can always come higher if you're comfortable. Let's invite the breath to be as deep and long as possible. Breathing into our digestive fires. Honoring that capacity to process what's good for us, the nutrients, and what's ready to go, the waste products. Okay, let's have some fun. Try a half moon. So if the top hand's up, stick it down on the hip. Bend the front knee. If you have a block, grab it. If you don't have a block, hand on the floor or on a chair. So we reach the hand out in front of us. It's more towards the outside, the outer edge of the foot. We shift the weight. I like taking little steps, but if you can go straight from here, go for it. Shift. See if that back leg wants to lift. Not too high, just hip high. The top hand can stay on the hip or open up. For the head, I suggest down for the best balance, but if you're confident, you can always look to the side, or you want a little challenge, you could look to the side or even up. A few more breaths. Keeping both sides of the torso long. Okay, with an exhale, we'll bring it down, coming into a standing forward fold. Bend the knees and just relax for a little while. Let the head get heavy, hang out. So since we're down here, we could do a little something with the toes. So if the hands don't reach the feet, don't worry about it. You can just lift the toes with the toes themselves. If the hands reach the feet, grab onto the big toe, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, put it down. Working on the liver and the spleen. Second toe, inhale up. Exhale down, stomach. If you're not using the hands, of course, well, most likely all the toes will lift. Totally fine. Okay, third toe, inhale up. Exhale down, still the stomach. We're talking about the meridians, the energy channels. Okay, fourth toe, inhale up. Exhale down, that's the gallbladder. Baby toe, inhale up. Exhale down, that's the urinary bladder. Okay, let's hang. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth 3 or 4 times. Letting everything go. Okay, when you're ready, inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Let's step it back to plank. Maybe the knees down, knees up. But if you want to lift a foot or just hold the plank, or you can go right through to cobra and child's pose, whatever feels good for today. If you're doing the knees, switch which knee is going down and up first. Okay, let's come all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's 5 breaths. Okay, let's get ready for warrior 2 on the other side. So however you want to do it, we extend the other leg. Exhale towards the hands. Help yourself out however you need to. Back foot comes down and we come up. So of course we check our legs. And then the first few breaths, just shifting around, getting comfortable, anything you need to do. So we can kind of keep this loose aspect, circle the front knee. Change direction. Okay, let's go into the warrior 2. So we invite the knee over the ankle. We try to keep stacked shoulders over hips, whatever we feel like for the arms. And let's breathe. Looking same direction as the front leg. Grounding down and lifting up at the same time. Okay, let's take it into the triangle prep. So remember, the arms can be down, no problem. We inhale, lengthen through the leg and reach. We exhale back to warrior 2. So go at your own pace. A few more. Okay, the next time we go into the prep, let's go all the way. So we reach, 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 reach. Can't reach anymore. Drop the hand. Back hand either on the hip or up. Position the head wherever it's most comfortable. And don't worry too much about doing the same thing as the other side. Choose comfort more than that, I would say. Let's breathe. Breathing into our capacity to absorb everything that's good for us, nourishing, to let go of the rest, to know the difference between the two. Okay, we'll make our way into half moon so the top hand can come to the hip. Let's look down at the foot. Bend. Grab your block if you're using it, or a chair, or the floor. We place the hand towards the outer edge of the foot. We can walk the back foot in a bit. And when we're ready, shift the weight. See if that back leg can come up. We do our best to stack hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. Top arm, hand can stay on the hip, or we reach up. Position the head wherever it works for today. Now let's breathe. Okay, when you're ready with an exhale, land in a forward bend, bend the knees, and just hang out, relax. If this position isn't relaxing, then just pick one that is. Okay, let's inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to the heart. Okay, so we'll play with balance a little more. So let's start, whatever you want to do with the hands is fine. Let's start by just feeling the weight in the feet. So maybe we can shift a little bit. Lift up the toes, spread them, put them down. So today we'll play with the number 4 stretch, and as always, we'll just do our best. We can always be close to a wall or have our hand on the back of a chair or whatever. So, and if you don't want to do number 4, you could just do tree pose instead. Okay, so let's make a number 4. So the standing leg is a little bit bent. The arms could be helping with balance. They could be in prayer. And we'll just hang out here, first few breaths. 2 more if it's okay. All right, release, give it a shake. So most of us have one side where the balance is a little bit easier, and most of us will automatically start on the easier side because why wouldn't you? So no worries if the second side is a little shaky is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let's take a couple breaths. Imagine the upward pull through the ground. See if we can relax those shoulders. Again, we can just shift around in the feet a little bit. Find our steadiness, maybe Imagine strong, deep roots. You let the arms help you with balance, and then come into the number 4 on the other side. Do whatever you want with the arms. So we have a little bend in the standing leg, and we'll take a few breaths. Okay, shake it out. So we'll do same again, and this time see if we can add a little forward bend. So maybe before we do the legs, we could just practice a forward bend. We can take the hands along the spine, kind of pulling out. Inhale, maybe lift up through the heart. Exhale, just a little tilt. We won't go down too far, maybe halfway, maybe not even. And now try again with the knees bent. So bend the knees. Inhale, maybe lift up through the heart. Pull away from the spine. Exhale. Just tilt as far as it's comfortable. Okay, come back up. So we'll see if we can add that little forward bend with the number 4. See if it works for today. Okay. So reconnect earth, sky. Come into your number 4. And if you're not feeling like adding the forward bend for today, that's fine. This is already a lot is going on. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to have the hands in prayer. They could be out, they could be prayer. Let's inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, see if maybe we can add a little forward bend. Your standing knee can bend too. Okay, come on up. Shake it out, shake it out. Get yourself ready for the other side. So take the time to really reconnect earth, sky, maybe even the third eye. And when you feel ready, start the number 4 on the other side. And then only if you feel called to, maybe we add that forward bend. Okay, come out, shake it out. All right, so let's come down onto the mat. I'm just going to grab a drink of water. If you need anything, grab it. Oh, it might be good, even if you don't have a block, a blanket might be helpful. Mine's all unfolded, but hopefully you have a nice folded blanket. It'll be enough to give you the gist. And if you're already ready and don't feel like watching me fold a blanket, you can just come down into a seated position. So if you have something like a blanket to sit on, it will make everything a little bit easier, and it's good for the back. Okay. And if you don't have a block, a second blanket would work just as well. All right, so let's sit. One leg extended, one leg bent. Just take 2 or 3 breaths here. My extended leg is engaged. Add a twist. So if it's possible, we can hook the elbow around the knee. If not, just the hand on the knee, backhand behind, couple breaths. Okay, let's come back to center. Pick up that bent leg. So knee in one hand, foot in the other hand, and just circle. Just circling in a comfortable way. Stay as you are. I'm just changing position so you can see my bent leg better. Okay, change direction. Okay, back to center. So most of us will probably take the foot, put it inside the inner thigh. This is a great place to be. If you're working on lotus, like Paul made the request, then we could take this top leg, make sure your foot is nice and flexed, and bring it as high up as it can go into the hip crease. So it goes as high as it can go, and then it comes down. So if you have the flexibility for this leg to be down on the floor, great. If, like me, it's kind of just hanging out, flapping in the wind, we want to give it some support. So it could be the block, it could be another folded blanket, just something so it's supported. If there's any pain or weirdness happening in the knee, just forget it. Just do the regular foot into the thigh, okay? All right. So now we're going to add a little itty bitty forward bend. So both legs are engaged. Let's inhale, lengthen through the spine. And with the exhale, just a itty bitty tilt, keeping the spine long, long, long. And here it's breath by breath. Each inhale, the spine gets a little longer. Each exhale, maybe we melt into the pose, into the forward bend. So just see what's working in your body, what feels good. We'll take about 3 to 5 more. Okay, with an inhalation, come back up. Let's add a twist. So opposite hand, opposite knee, back hand behind. It's basically the same twist we did before. If you have your foot on top of your thigh and your arms are long enough, you might be able to reach around, grab that foot. And these are all extras, so don't worry if it's not happening for today. The hand on the knee, it could be facing the knee, it could be facing away, whatever you like. Keep both feet engaged, especially the long leg, and another 3 or so breaths. Okay, when you're ready to release, come back to center. Extend both legs, lean back into the hands, or just point and flex the feet. Do some rotations. Other direction. Okay, let's get into the other side. So make sure it's your other leg that's long on the bottom. Bend. Interlace it nice and tall. Take a few breaths. Find something to relax. Just take it into the twist, twisting towards the bent leg. It could be the hand on the knee, the elbow around the knee, whatever. Back hand comes behind and we breathe. Long leg stays engaged. With an inhale, come back to center. Pick up that leg, so holding the knee, the foot, make some circles. Change direction. Okay, Yanu Sirsasana. So the foot can either come inside the thigh, that's probably the option for most of us. Oh, and I should mention, if your foot's inside your thigh and your knees up here, you can still take the block and put it under there so you have a little support. So when we have support, then we're able to let go. If we don't have any support, the muscles are always working, even though we can't, physically go lower at the time, they're working to hold this position. So like everything in life, when we have some support, then we can go a little deeper. So support yourself. If you're putting your foot at the top of the thigh in the half lotus prep, then you want to have your foot flexed, bring that heel as high up as it can go. So we don't want the foot to be sickling at all. So high, it can even be more towards the outer edge because when you do the full lotus, your feet will kind of slide a bit. And again, if that leg's up, support it. Okay. So wherever we are, let's get the spine long. And then maybe add a little forward bend. Not necessary, just sitting up here is plenty enough. If you want to do the forward bend, we inhale, lengthen. Make sure the spine stays long. Exhale, tilt, tilt, tilt. And we'll hang out here. There's no rush. We can imagine breathing with the back. Another two. Okay, with an inhalation, come up. With the exhale, let's go into a twist. So hand to the knee, back hand behind. And if you have the foot on the thigh, even if you don't have the foot on the thigh and you want to reach for your opposite hip, you can. If the foot's there and your arms are long enough, you could reach for your foot. If I can do it on this side. Okay, let's inhale back to center. Release the legs. Lean back and just shake out. Okay, let's get ready to come down onto the back. So if you have socks or sweaters, now's a good time. When we come onto the back, we'll either do a legs up with a block under the sacrum or just flat on the floor, or a half shoulder stand, maybe a plow. So if you're not feeling up to half shoulder stand, don't worry about it. Lying down with your legs up is just as good. Okay. And for sure, take the time to put on your socks and stuff. Make sure you have your warm things close by for Shavasana so we don't have to move around too much afterwards. And in the meantime, if you're all ready, just do whatever your body wants you to do. Okay. So the first few breaths, maybe we can just wrap the arms around the legs, rock side to side. All right, back to center, feet on the floor. Let's do some pelvic lifts. So we'll inhale the pelvis up. Exhale down. Go with your breath. It could be just the pelvis or the arms as well. Like the arms can come with you as you inhale. And back down as you exhale. Okay, so we'll go over some options. So if you don't have a block, then just legs up. If it's not comfortable with the legs straight, bent legs. If you have a block, maybe you would like to just do a supported half bridge. So you could lift up, block any height you want, slide it under the sacrum, and you could just hang out right here. Or if you prefer, knees up, or if it's very comfortable, legs up. And if you want to go half shoulder stand, come with me. So if you're here and you like this, just hang out. It's all good. If you want to go half shoulder stand, we take the block away. So we'll just do half. When you're doing full shoulder stand, you really need to support it with blankets so you don't overstretch a ligament that runs from the head down to the heel. So that's why I'm suggesting just half. But of course, if shoulder stand is part of your practice and you got your blankets, you want to do a full shoulder stand, that's fine. We're here to listen to our bodies, so whatever feels right for us. Okay, so half shoulder stand, we got to get some momentum. We have to roll the lower body up and try to catch it. So see, you can push the, oops, sorry, that was loud. You can push the elbows down into the floor, give you a little extra momentum. See if it happens for today. If it does, you catch on. So we'll hold on to the sacrum, let the legs move direction of the head. If you have all your supports and you want to walk the hands towards the kidneys and straighten the legs, you can. Just make sure you're feeling good and comfortable wherever you are for today. So let's take about 5 breaths. Now, regardless of which position we're in, get the shoulders heavy. Let the shoulders take the weight. Even if you're in the half bridge or the legs up, let the shoulders get heavy. Now, if you're in the half shoulder stand and you want to move towards a plank, we can let the legs move in the direction of the head. Walk the hands towards the rib cage. If the feet touch, that's great. If not, that's fine. If they're not touching, you can always put a chair or something behind you or a block. So just find what feels good for today. About 5 more breaths. Okay, if you're doing legs up and you have the block or a bridge with a block, take the block away, come down. If you're in the plow, roll out of it. Very important. When the sacrum comes down, let's let the head come off the ground. Okay, so we can all do a fish. Let's extend the legs. Bring the hands underneath the body, so kind of like together or here. We want the elbows as close as they can get. The legs and the feet engaged however you want. So sometimes I do something between a point and a flex. Let's push into our elbows. See if we can bring the chest up and the head back. And as always, we just do our best for today. So a few breaths. When you're ready, lift the head up, slide out of it. Go into any version of twists that you like. And once you feel ready for Shavasana, find your position for today. So it could be legs long, it could be a bolster or blocks under the knees on a chair, or the way I usually like to do it is the knees bent, leaning one into the other. Make sure you're nice and warm. Want to grab a blanket or something, go for it. Basically, we just want to be as warm and comfortable as possible. Make any kind of little adjustments, sounds, whatever it may be. Let's give ourselves permission to relax. Relaxing everything, even the breath. Inviting our awareness to rest on the natural movement of breath. Feel all the parts of the body touching the earth. Let's give ourselves permission to let everything go. Very, very, very gently wave the body. Give ourselves a full body stretch. Oh, it's we're nice and stretch the knees to chest, just rock side to side. And eventually all the way to one side, the right if you can. Take a breath or two. With the strength of the arms, press up. Make your way into any comfortable seated position. For sure, you could be sitting on a block or the blanket. And we're already over time, so we'll just take a micro meditation for today. So maybe the hand on the heart, hands on the belly, just a few more long, deep breaths, relaxing into ourselves, into the support of the earth, the sky. Resting our awareness on the natural movement of breath. Maybe we can go on a quest for gratitude, just looking for things to be grateful for, naming them inside of ourselves. And let's remember to thank ourselves for literally anything. Okay, so we'll close our practice, but let's see if we can keep that flow of gratitude open. Like if we can keep that sensation of looking for things to be grateful for open. Invite ourselves to go into the rest of our day within this state of gratitude. Okay, let's close by bringing the hands to the earth, taking the time to acknowledge, honor the light, the love, the wisdom within ourselves, within each other, and within all. We can close with a bow, offering respect to ourselves, the earth, all living beings. And sending out a wish for unconditional love, unconditional acceptance. And that's our practice for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for the requests in the chat, for your patience with my technical issues that weren't even there. So I'm so glad the video worked. Thank you for anyone who gave a financial contribution. I really, really, really appreciate it. So I'll see you guys again on Friday for back care and breath care. So have a great day, everybody. And as always, all your comments are welcome on the video or send me an email message, whatever. So have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Take care.